being a broker, whether it's a licensed broker, franchise broker, business broker, for us, there's when we talk action, there's action items. And when you strip everything away, what do we do as brokers? Well, there's only really two parts of the business. It's prospecting and selling. I mean, forget about everything else. The rest is fluff. That's really the simplicity of being a broker, right? So it's just prospecting and selling. So when we talk about prospecting, really it comes down to creating leads. That's ultimately what prospecting will do, is create leads. So that part of that is, yes, marketing, posting ads, posting content, which could be, again, social media. I'll be the first one to admit I'm not active on social media. I really don't know if I really have anything to contribute as far as social media. That's not the right way to think about it. I do have something for everyone. I will connect with somebody if I post the content. What am I really looking for? Well, I'm looking for entrepreneurs. I'm looking for talent. I'm looking for somebody that might want to expand their business. So you got to put the word out there. Obviously, making calls is part of that prospecting. Looking for that next person to answer the phone, and that now is your next client that purchases a territory, that becomes a partner in profit, that cuts a check for $99,000. You make 10, 15 grand commission. I don't have the luxury of knowing who that next person's going to be to change their life and obviously have an impact on mine. So making calls, I have to have the right mindset, but that's part of prospecting. Making calls, making connections, and asking for referrals. If you're not asking, you're not getting. Whoever I talk to, whether they're qualified, not interested, I always leave with, oh, by the way, if you know anybody that's interested, has a successful business and is looking to expand, and they come on board, we'll be happy to give you a referral fee if you know anybody, and that takes the pressure off. But again, if I don't ask, I don't have an opportunity to get a referral. So that's part of prospecting. There's really the simplicity of it. There's only, actionable items. If we're not prospecting, if we're not looking for that next buyer, we're out of business. If we're not advertising, if we're not marketing, we're out of business. So we put an emphasis on that. And I always say that it is about, we live and die by the lead. Can never have enough leads. I've never heard of such a thing. We have enough leads. No, it's something that's never talked about. We have to be an owl. We have to be obsessed with leads. That's our livelihood. That's our lifeblood. That's what keeps the engine going, right? So prospecting is, I say, half the battle, half of the equation, and the other half is obviously selling. So knowing that we need to take action, we've had most of our success over the years come from BizBuySell. BizBuy, there's other opportunity sites out there, businessbroker.net, get a lot of leads from that too. We've had some conversions on that. But BizBuySell is looked at by a lot of people. The traffic they have is very significant. So what we want to do, and if you look at, I think it's 100, correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, and or whoever knows this, to run 25 ads, is it 150 or is that higher?
It's 139.99.
139. Okay, so I overestimated here. Thank you, Brian. So let's say $140 a month, you can post 25 ads. And the company is willing to pay the first month and pay full commission on the CV.
Jackson, let me just clarify what this is. This is a business broker account. So the business, what that means is if you're not a licensed real estate agent, you can open up a business broker account, but you could only advertise in states that don't require a license. So keep that in mind. You cannot get this account and start, they'll cut you off if you run ads in a state that you're not licensed.
Thank you. And there's 30 states that they can advertise in, right?
Yeah, Brian, I think it's important for Brian to, if you're going to, take advantage of this, we'll pay the first month up front to do an orientation with Brian to make sure you're in compliance.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense because if you're not in compliance, they just refund the 139 and
Right.
you just wasted time. So make sure that you're in compliance.
Yeah. We certainly we want to invest in brokers, broker status. Now, broker means you're a licensed broker. If you're a business broker, yes, you have 30 states that you can advertise in. We want to make sure that you've gone through the testing, you're on board, you've done the background check. That's part of being a broker status, right? So, and what we want here is focus on Final Mile Technologies, Cozy Ven, Cozy Furniture, and Kathy Ireland Kids. Am I leaving anything out, Larry?
I would do Perfect Dreamer mattress. There's a lot of mattress stores for sale. So you basically, with a broker account, you have to advertise existing business. And Brian will share with you how you could advertise other folks' listings for mattress stores, for furniture stores, for logistics routes. And then you could share the story with the other company. So yes, I would definitely do Perfect Dreamer sleep shops as well.
And what we're really looking to do here is to have everybody participate and take action in the advertising of business opportunities to create leads. If you're not creating leads, you're not in business. Let's be realistic. It's, hanging out, and it's nice that we have this participation on a Monday meeting. But the reality is if we're not moving the business forward by creating leads or opportunities for ourselves, I mean, again, we're not in business. This is a focus. So what we want you to do is, open an account. Brian will give you some guidance on that, pay the fee, submit the receipt, and get reimbursed. And get creative. Sometimes the ads our most successful ads have come from just thinking outside the box and getting creative. Some people are very good at writing content, and some are just good at copying and pasting. I'll be the first one to admit that that's me. But if you have some, creative juices flowing, let them, put that right into one of these ads. I think it's very important. You want to get people looking at the ad. You want an intention grabber, and you want somebody to ultimately fill out the form. So in 25 ads should be a nice shot in the arm for your business. We're happy to do that.
Yeah, John. Also,
Question? Go ahead.
Yeah, just in addition to that, because like I said, with this broker program, you do go through the compliance aspect. You're not allowed, I just want to make this clear, you're not allowed to advertise for a license opportunity for a startup. There is another section that we're willing to pay the first month also. And I know Gary did this on his own. He's going to get a reimbursement. We'll do $140 also if you want to advertise a license opportunity, but you only get one ad. I believe it's $69 to $199, depending on what level. So, John, I think we could do that also for those that just want to advertise a one-off on a license opportunity. We'll pay your first month, and you'll get the full commission. You'll get your full.
Yeah.
It won't be a house lead. Starting the second month, once you see leads are coming in, we just want to get you started and not be dependent on house leads. So we'll pay you the first month. You cancel anytime, but if you're getting leads, you're going to probably want to pay that $69 a month for a license opportunity ad also.